Giants Sports Talk Live, brought to you by Lefties in Burlingame. Visit Lefties for all of your Giants collecting needs. By GenesisGoldIRA.com, signatures for soldiers. Duxwell Printing, for all of your printing needs in the Bay Area. Visit Duxwell Printing at 37 Wentworth Place in San Francisco. And by BetterCreditCards.com, for the best credit card choice for you. Visit BetterCreditCards.com. Covering the San Francisco Giants nightly online. We are Giant Sports Talk Live. Now, back to Eric and Glenn.
Hey, who ordered the poo-poo platter?
Well, I am sure you guys are going to be a little upset. Yeah, we get a poo-poo on the Giants. Another loss, 5-1 last night in San Diego. Kai-Wei Teng, pretty much the Kai-Wei Teng I expected. More errors, less hits. Basically, another night of Giants baseball in a nutshell. You guys are going to talk about it with me. We're settling in. You guys got a coffee or tea? I got my morning, you know what, Pepsi on the go. Let's settle in for the morning report. It is Wednesday, August 20th, and here on Giant Sports Talk Live, a Northern Lights Entertainment production, we talk a little Giants baseball.
It's time now for the Giant Sports Talk Live Morning Report.
All right, guys, so what did you think about last night's game? Did you watch it? Were you there? I know that we've got some mutual acquaintances who are going to be heading down to San Diego. If they're not there already, maybe they caught the game. I want to say good morning to everybody who's just slowly trickling in, meandering into our chat and joining us for the show early this morning. Glenn in with the morning report. All righty. Hey, we got Boo Must Die coming in from, from Alberta. Edmonton, Calgary, small town. Where is Boo tuning in this morning? Justin's here. We got a few others. More Catton's been waiting for the show to start. All right, San Diego Padres posting a 5-1 win over the Giants last night. Padres moved to 70-56. This shows you how we've slid. They're 70-56. We are now 61-65 on the season. 11 games out in the National League West, and we've fallen 6.5 out in the wild card, if you even call it a wild card. It'd be a wild ride. It'd be wild if we can clinch a playoff spot. And I don't want to frighten you guys this morning on this early Wednesday, but would you believe the Giants sitting, I believe, just one ahead of Arizona? Yeah. 61-65 record for the Giants. Arizona 61-66. All right, so San Francisco have a chance to move into what we'll call a tie, but it is not looking good. Arizona beat Cleveland 6-5 yesterday. All right, it pretty much came down to an outing as I predicted. Don't know about you guys, but I saw that Nick Pivetta was going to go for the San Diego Padres last night, and we saw him do Nick Pivetta things. Giants not mustering up much in the way of hits yesterday. I've got the stats in front of me, and if you look at Nick Pivetta's outing, he went 6 solid innings, just gave up 3 hits, 1 run, and he struck out 10. So has anything really changed for the Giants? They bounced back on a 2-game, very modest win streak, wrapping up the homestand against Tampa with a victory on Sunday afternoon, and then Monday taking game 1 of the 4-game series in San Diego. But back to losing ways as Pivetta, a righty, by the way. Let's jump on those righties, huh? Pivetta picks up the victory, and Nick Pivetta now 13-4. Kai-Wei Teng. You guys want to talk about Kai-Wei Teng for a minute? Holy smoke. He had such a great outing. couple of weeks ago, everybody all excited, getting all fired up. Oh, we got Kai Wei Teng. I said, yeah, it'll be Highway Tang soon because this is not. What are you going to do? Are you picking up in your fantasy league or something? Kai Wei Tang now 1-3. He had 4 strikeouts yesterday. And would you believe he's only got a total of 12 on the season? Not a strikeout pitcher. And my fear was you got Kai Wei Teng against San Diego, a non-strikeout pitcher. What does that allow them to do? Get the bat on the ball. And they are going to score some runs. And indeed they did. Teng went 3 1/3. His line gave up 3 hits, 3 runs, a walk, 4 Ks. And again, he's only got 12 strikeouts on a season, which sees him go 1-3. Bivens, Matt Gage, Carson Seymour, they mopped up in relief a little too late. Bivens went an inning and a third, gave up a run on 3 hits. Gage, he closed out an inning with 1/3. Seymour closed it out with 3 innings where he gave up 3 hits and a run. Struck out 3. The difference in the game, the pitching. Nick Pivetta, 13-4. Kai Wei Teng, 1-3. Giants just can't hit, can they, Joe? Joe Schmo is in joining me this morning for a little Giant Sports Talk live. Joe, where are the hits? Where are the bats? Got to call up Hillerich and Bradley, or is that what they still make the bats? Hillerich and Bradley or Bradley? Find out what's going on. We got bats that are made of Swiss cheese, I think. Again, another night, folks, where the Giants struck out in double digits. Pivetta, I mentioned earlier, struck out 10 batters. 12 strikeouts on the night. Is that acceptable? We talked about it on the post game last night, Eric and I. What is this Giants organization going to do? How do you rectify this? I mean, they've got bats that we are fearful, or at least I am, that, they're going to be in the lineup for years to come. You've signed long-term deals with Chapman and Adames and Devers. And, Jung Hoo Lee's going to be in there. Jung Hoo, the only guy kind of getting any bat on the ball lately. He had a couple of hits last night. Jung Hoo was 2 for 4. Dom Smith had a single. Wilmer Flores had another base hit. Get Wilmer in there every day. My God, what are we doing? And Casey at the bat. Yeah, sure. 4 at-bats last night. 3 strikeouts. They continue to strike out at almost a record pace. That's why I call it basically a recap of Giants doing giant things again. Strike it out, no hits, didn't get the pitching that they need to try to compete at a Major League Baseball level with Kai Wei Teng going last night. Coming up, Giants trying to maintain their position in the West. And like I say, with Arizona 61-66 and the Giants 61-65, Arizona is ready to surpass the Giants in the post-season race in the Western Division. I mean, we're starting to talk about the Giants settling in with the Rocky territory in the division. And for me, just not acceptable. Landon Roop will try to turn it around tonight, 7-6, and his 3.45 ERA up against J.P. Sears. Now, J.P. was the former Sacramento Athletic. I think he spent some time, did he not, in the minors recently. He's back. J.P. Sears, don't let his record, 7-10, fool you. 5.12 ERA, but that 5.12 came pitching in that little bandbox in Sacramento. Small little, as far as Major League stadiums go, little stadium. 7-10, pitching there and pitching with the A's. Now he is a member of the Padres. Roop, you're going to have to get a strong outing from Landon. And he's pitched decently. Of course, back from injury, he's hovering around the 500 mark at 7-6. Going to be a good night for ball tonight. 78 degrees, sunshine if you're heading down to catch the game at Petco Park. Spencer Stewart in this morning on Giant Sports Talk Live, saying they have contracts that are not going to rid. What's this? They have contracts that are not going to rid of and have a ton of holes to fill. Well, I get what you're saying there, and that's the problem. They've got these guys. They've got basically a lineup put together right now where a majority of this lineup can't hit. You're seeing it on a day-to-day basis. How are you going to change it? You can throw. They're trying to throw bits and pieces in with that mix. It's just not working. I mean, isn't Dominic Smith, guys, the only bright spot that we've seen as far as the majority owners in that lineup? The minority owners, if you will, the guys who are just being sprinkled in there. Dom Smith, he's been a pleasant surprise among the cast of characters being thrown in there. Nobody else really has taken the bull by the horns. And I asked Eric last night on the show, our post game of Giant Sports Talk Live, if you are a ball player in that dressing room, are you a little nervous? Are you worried? I mean, you try to play at this point in the season. We've said it in the past. Other teams say it. Fans say you're playing for a job next year. I think that is what is happening right now. The Giants are playing for a job next year. And I asked Eric this, and we're going to look into it, trying to find out. I might even call Major League Baseball office today and poke around, see if I can come up with an answer. But we were pondering. Can a Major League Baseball team impose upon you that you must go and play winter ball or get at-bats during the offseason? Or can you just, flip them the bird and say no? If you're a guy like Patrick Bailey, I think Buster Posey's sitting him down saying, you're going to be swinging the bat post-season, but it'll be post-Giants season. At a different level of ball, maybe winter ball. So the Venezuelan League, I don't know what they do these days, but the guy can't hit from the right side. He's not hitting at all. You got too many guys striking out again. 12 Ks last night. Did that really surprise anybody going up against Nick Pivetta? Every day we come in here and we talk about it in the post game. Hi, Liam. Liam's just jumping in. We can't kid ourselves. The numbers are the numbers. And when I saw Nick Pivetta, well, what about you? Nick Pivetta up against Kai Teng. Did that not spell disaster? I thought it did. And I think the game played out just the way it did on paper before they even took the field. I mean, Kai Teng, 4 Ks, only 12 on the year. And you're resting your hat on, let's get in that playoff race with Kai Teng. Yeah, he'll win one for the Gipper. I don't get it. Liam saying good morning to us. Hey, Liam. Haven't talked to Liam for a while. We had him on the show in times gone by. I'm not going to be in here for too long each morning. We just like to talk a little ball, get you geared up for what's coming up at night. If anybody wants to join me briefly on the show today, I will post up the link. You can join me for quick thoughts on the morning show. Giant Sports Talk Live, the morning report. Most mornings right here on Giant Sports Talk Live, the Northern Lights Entertainment production. And a reminder, we would like to thank, as we did off the top of the show, and we'll do this off the top most mornings, thank all of our sponsors, including Lefties in Burlingame for all your sporting merchandise, whether it be baseball cards, autographs, bats, stickers, supplies. They got monster boxes, screw downs, top loaders for all you collectors out there. Lefty's one of our proud sponsors of the show each and every morning on GSTL.
Giant Sports Talk Live, brought to you by Lefties in Burlingame. Visit Lefties for all of your Giants collecting needs. By GenesisGoldIRA.com, Signatures for Soldiers. Duxwell Printing, for all of your printing needs in the Bay Area. Visit Duxwell Printing at 37 Wentworth Place in San Francisco. And by BetterCreditCards.com, for the best credit card choice for you. Visit BetterCreditCards.com, covering covering the San Francisco Giants nightly online. We are Giant Sports Talk Live. Now, back to Eric and Glenn.
Well, I will be in most mornings with Giant Sports Talk Live. I believe we will be preempted right out of the gate tomorrow morning. I will be on a flight, traveling on assignment, but I'll be doing the show from the hotel on the road this weekend. Going to be heading out to catch some ball, and we invite you to join me early in the morning. And look at this. I haven't even had my morning coffee or shower, but spending some time with you, and all of you are going to take time to drop by and say hi.
And now, another special guest appearance on Giant Sports Talk Live.
A special guest appearance. It's got to be one of my regulars, and it would be Justin. Morning, Justin.
Can you hear me by any chance?
I can hear you. Are you there? Let me just double click that. We'll add you there.
All right.
We can't see you, but there you are. There you go. A little later in the day. You've already gotten a good night's sleep in. I'm up early here on the West Coast. We're talking about the Giants game 5-1 Padres last night. But have you agreed with just about everything I've talked about? I said it was in the pitching last night. When you throw Kaiwei Tang up against Nick Pivetta, I think the proof was in the pudding right there.
You guys are 0-2 against Pivetta this month. I don't know what's going on.
And he didn't exactly have a great outing earlier in the month. So, I mean, you had your chance to beat him. And again, I just thought this pitching matchup didn't. I've dissected it. I could do it over and over here. But, okay. Kaiwei gets 4 strikeouts. He only goes 3 1/3, gave up the 3 runs on 3 hits. And I said I do a preview now in the afternoons. We tee up the game each afternoon. And yesterday, in a nutshell, I said, you got to get this guy to go 2 innings and then go to the bullpen. The Padres do not have a hard hit rate at 38% against bullpen pitching. And Padres, Giants pitching, they induce a 38% hard hit rate. I said, okay, so bullpen early. And here as soon as I saw he went 3 innings, I went, it's not going to end up good.
So I'm gonna make all Giants fans probably sigh of relief. Glenn, before I watched your game last night, I was watching the Red Sox game last night because, of course, we just signed Nathaniel Lowe to a contract, and we had bases loaded 3 times last night. 3 times, 0 outs. We couldn't even score 1 run on the bases loaded. And Nathaniel Lowe had to save our ass by hitting a 2-run home run to tie up the game. And in the bottom of the 10th, we had runner on third with 1 out.
Wow.
And we flew out to right field. Nate Eaton didn't even score the game, and Alex Bregman popped up to end the game, and we got swept by the Orioles, and now we're on our way to New York to face the Yankees, who are back in second place in the AL East.
Yeah.
So yeah, Giants fans, I know how you felt against Pivetta, but you can look at the Red Sox and be like, okay, I don't feel so bad anymore.
Well, dude, you're kind of singing up to what we go through on a nightly basis. I mean, when you get, hey, we're no stranger to getting the sacks full and just cannot produce runs. We did that on the weekend against Tampa. Bases loaded, nobody out.
Dude, I
believe there was an inning where we scored a triple to lead off the inning and couldn't score him. So, I mean, what you see is what you get. This team, another night, you're in most nights for our evening show. Eric and I do that one. And my co-host Eric Romo joins us again tonight after the game. Hopefully we'll be smiling. It'll be positive. But every night we talk about the strikeouts. 12 more last night. Have you seen it? Why? What are you seeing from the East Coast that we're not seeing over here? You're striking out every night, double digits, and you're not going to win doing that.
I mean, you guys got to Nestor Cortez on Monday, which he wasn't really good coming from the Yankees and the Brewers. The only good year he had was when the Yankees made the World Series and lost in the World Series to the Dodgers.
Mhm.
Then you guys faced Pavetta. You guys are facing Darvish, I believe, tonight or
Tonight it's
tomorrow.
J.P. Sears, the former
Oh,
Sacramento A. He's
okay,
7-10.
okay. He got rocked against the Diamondbacks in his first and only start with the Padres, so I think that's okay.
So now, okay, Justin, wait a second. Does that mean you're leaning toward, hey, you can beat him, or oh, you got a rough outing out of the way? Which
I
way,
don't.
which side of the tracks are you on?
I'm not gonna jinx it because, like I said, besides I've been saying this for time and time and time again when I'm on the show. Besides Crochet, Red Sox don't have a better pitching staff either. So
Yeah.
I don't know. Could you guys be facing the Sears that got rocked by the Diamondbacks, or could you be facing the Sears guy that? Well, we don't know what he had in Oakland, but I don't know. Maybe you know what? You guys will be at best. You guys will be lucky if you guys can split the series going into Milwaukee this weekend.
Let's talk about that. Before we do, J.P. Sears, here's another thing that you hear Eric and I talk about on a nightly basis. You know what you get from J.P. Sears? You know what you get from J.P. Sears, Justin? You get a pitcher who throws from the left side.
Mm-hmm. And don't the Giants hit good from left side?
We do not hit well against left-handed pitchers. Aha, Spencer Stewart. Leo Spencer knows his ball. Giants are facing a lefty tonight. They usually don't hit lefties. Everything's gone wrong. You got your problems over there in Boston. I'll give you that. But all facets of our game is in the toilet. Strikeouts. I just talked to Eric heading into this series. I don't know if it was actually on air. We were doing it in the green room. I said, Eric, we got to cut down on the errors. And he's like, absolutely. 2 more again last night. 2 throwing errors. Koss, and another one by Casey Schmidt, who struck out 3 times. So, sometimes analysts will break it down and they'll go, a guy strikes out 3, but he does something else in the. No one is. Like, what are these guys doing on a nightly basis that garners them even being in this lineup? I mean, I'm worried. I've been worried, and I'm pretty scared. There's no way this team. There's no way 11 out in the division and 6.5 out in the wild card race. This team is making the postseason, Justin.
No, and Glenn, I was on your show last week after the Padres series, and I even said, like, it's time to do this. Wave the white. You know what? No, fuck it.
Well, that wasn't exactly white. I mean, you get
I know.
the white card if it was like North American soccer. And I've written that down from the preseason, and I still have it here. 500 baseball. When everybody was saying, my God, Glenn, we're 12 games over. You don't know what you're talking about. Look at this. We are now 4 games. I mean, we can't even get 500 ball. We're 4 below. And one thing I want to ask you, it's got a short show in the morning, so I want to head on out of here. But here's a question. You trade Devers to us.
Mm-hmm.
Eric and I were stressing that each and every year, last year, again this year, you get the young guys in. Hasn't Boston done that and been successful with it to a degree?
Yeah, we can go all the way back to our 2018 World Series year. Of course the outfield was the main stars of our 2018 World Series run, but we need someone in the rotation to help us out, and we got Nathan Eovaldi from Tampa Bay. And then we need a good first baseman, and we got Steven Pierce from Toronto.
Mm-hmm. So Stephen Pierce or Nate? Nate Pierce. Nate. No, maybe it was Steve.
Stephen Pierce, yeah. Steve Pierce.
And he didn't live up to his expectations, in my opinion.
No, he didn't. No, he didn't. But you know what? That's fine because we had the rotation of Chris Sale, Nathan Eovaldi, I forget who else in that World Series, but Eduardo Rodriguez or something like that. We the bullpen wasn't really that much because Craig Kimbrell is Craig Kimbrell, but I don't know. The Giants to me, and I gotta say this, I know how angry Giants fans get. I really do. I can pretty much say that because we haven't made the World Series since 2018. You guys haven't made the World Series since 2014.
Yeah.
But let's see what Buster Posey does in his second offseason.
There you go. Mm-hmm.
Let's see what he does. This is not a team that's going to make the playoffs, especially come September, because you got teams like the Cubs, the Padres, the Mets, who are not giving up that wild card spot. Then you got teams leading the division like the Dodgers, who nope, not going there.
You know what? Liam is in our chat this morning, and he's questioning. He says Boston has gone young with studs like Roman Anthony. As a Red Sox fan and a team that's you're not much better than us. I'm sorry to say.
No, we're
Are
not.
you happy to see young guys coming up through the system, getting a chance, getting to see what they've got?
I am, and unfortunately, Marcelo Mayer is out for the rest of the season with shoulder problems. So, look.
Well, you had a tough outing last night. You couldn't get to Tommy. Tommy, the guy I said the Giants should get him, but oh no, everybody dude.
But you know what? Everybody
likes to poo on Glenn. Do you notice that every night?
Hey, who ordered the poo-poo platter?
Yeah, they poo-poo.
No, I've noticed.
Go get Tommy Sagano. He's 35. And then we go get a 42-year-old pitcher. Oh, my God. Sagano, he had a great outing last night against the Sox. And Baltimore beat you in the extras, right?
But that's given because look who we threw last night. We threw Walker Buehler. Yeah, we threw Walker Buehler. And look, I will say this. Besides, if Nathaniel Lowe did not give us that 2-run shot to tie up the game, then you know what? I would have been like, okay, let's just go into New York. Mm-hmm. Let's just continue to dominate the Yankees because right now the Yankees are second place. We're tied with the Mariners for the final wild card spot. It's fine. It's the end of August. Glenn, you know when I will panic here? I will panic when the Cleveland Guardians take over the final wild card spot and we're out of it.
Yeah. I was kind of panicking this morning when I saw you dressed in green. I said, Jesus. You're that disappointed. Eric and I haven't put on I wear the violet colors for my Valkyries, but I haven't switched over to you don't see me wearing my 49ers jersey yet. Still like talking Giants baseball. Anyway, I gotta run, gotta get out of here. Appreciate you coming on, Justin.
No problem.
Will we see you in the post game tonight?
If not tonight, because it's a 9:45 start over here and probably a late night start for your show. So I'll probably watch the replay in the morning.
All right. Well, we appreciate that, and you can join me each morning. I'll be on, except I do believe tomorrow, unless we tape an early one, just to say good morning to everybody.
I'll be on my way back I'll be on my way back from the dentist, so I won't be able to join.
All right. Anyway, appreciate you coming on as always. You're part of the show, so to speak, on a daily basis. You're either in with Eric and I and dropping in the morning. So do you ever sleep?
I do.
Yeah, well, I don't know. You and I both need beauty sleep. So I'll see you soon, buddy.
Okay, see ya.
All right, Justin, who's regular dropping by this morning for a little Giants baseball talk, the Giants Morning Report. Spencer, talking about trades. What does Buster get done in the offseason? He didn't do much for us at this trade deadline. I didn't think they got in their lane, so to speak. We've heard that term before. Get in a lane, pick a lane. They broke up the bullpen. That was one of our strengths. Giants probably going to have to improve this team via trade. The free agency market this offseason, not great. And we know unless and you know what? I haven't seen them. I haven't seen them break with tradition. This is a team that has not done well in free agency. So let's not get all excited about free agency being the be-all this offseason. One other note here. Boo Must Die, who's up in Canada, says, call up Luciano for September. Why the hell not? You know what? Gilbert, Luciano, Tidwell, Birdsong, give some of these young guys a run. They should have done that the year before last. They certainly should have done it last September when we had a brutal schedule and we were already out. This is the problem. The Giants don't know what they got each fall. And how do you address your offseason when you really don't know what you got? So maybe you're on to something there, Boo. Appreciate you joining us. I guess it's a couple of hours difference, right, Alberta? And maybe you're an hour ahead of us. I believe it's around 10:48 in the a.m. up there in Alberta. Small town Alberta, tuning in to Little Giants Sports Talk live this morning. That's right. Pick a lane. Pick a lane. Decide what the hell you're doing. And the lane right now should be, okay, let's just see what we got. And we'll see what we got coming up later today. I'll do the afternoon report. Eric and I will be back tonight for Giants Sports Talk Live, a Giants Sports Talk Live production, of course, Northern Lights Entertainment production, as Roop 7-6 up against JP Sears tonight, 7-10 in a 6:40 start. We'll preview it this afternoon, and Eric and I will be back in the post game tonight to talk about that matchup. The Giants Sports Talk Live morning report with a special guest, by the way, this morning. Thank you so much. And for all of you tuning in, is brought to you in part by BetterCreditCards.com. For all your credit card needs, where do you go? Where do you go, Eric? I can hear him. He just said BetterCreditCards.com. All right, the preview show coming up this afternoon. We'll see you around 5 p.m. for that, and we'll catch you tonight. Eric and I will be in with a little Giants post-game show known as Giants Sports Talk Live. Catch us on X, formerly Twitter, and on YouTube, the best platforms to find us. And we'll talk a little Giants baseball once again later today. Again, the final last night, San Diego 5, San Francisco 1, Giants now 61 and 65, 11 out in the West, 6.5 out in, oh God, in what's left of the wild card race. Get some hits tonight, guys. Get some hits! My God!
Oh my God!
You've been watching the Giant Sports Talk Live Morning Report, a Northern Lights Entertainment production.